Hey guys, so this is a very exciting video for the channel. As you can see from the thumbnail, I did just purchase a new car for the garage. First of all, no, the G80 is not going anywhere. The G80 is still here. But in the process of building this, I've told a lot of you guys who have seen previous videos that a goal of mine and with this channel is to own every generation of M3 since the E30. So this car is right in front of me right now, and you guys are going to see it in a second. But this is obviously an M3, and it's the second of every generation that this channel is going to have. So I'm super excited. I think you guys are going to like it. G80 is not going anywhere. This will be an addition and another build series that I'll be adding to the channel. But before I show you the car, I want to take you on a quick journey just on what it took for me to get this car. I think it was worth it. I was up at 2:30 in the morning on a Saturday, got a 5 a.m. flight, flew all the way to St. Louis, Missouri, and saw the car a couple hours, did my due diligence, and then drove back over 1,000 miles. Came back the next day, had to stay the night. So it was quite a journey, but I think it was worth it. And I want to give you guys a quick glimpse into that journey and what it took. So enjoy that, and then I will go through an overview of the car, my thoughts and impressions, what's next, first maintenance, maybe some first mods, so you guys have an idea of what's going to happen to this car first. And in this B-roll you'll see my initial impressions up in St. Louis when I just got the car. A little bit of a wind noise. I didn't have all my equipment with me, but you guys will get to see that. So enjoy that, and then I will go through the overview. Just picked it up. First impressions, the paint is definitely better than I thought. I would give it probably a 9 out of 10 on the paint. Even the headlights are not faded, not cracked. Doesn't show any signs of real pitting. And for a 2008, it's pretty impressive. The whole front of the car is in good condition. Obviously the belly pan has got some, seen some better days in the belly pan, but that's expected with these cars. So this is sparkling graphite 2008 color, and I am super happy. And bonus, for those of you who know the E92s, the cup holders work. Both of them. Boom, first try. And that's not always the case when you buy an older car like that. So one less thing I got to do. Double hump, obviously, 6 manual trans, carbon roof, actually good condition. I see very little yellowing, no rock chips, no real damage, no cracking, fading of the clear coat on the carbon. So overall, I mean, even the rubber trim has some cracks right here, but overall, really good condition. Seats looking good. I mean, nobody ever sits back there, but seats look good. Headliner is not coming down. All right, a lot of bonuses right here happening. Really excited. Shut up, Siri. So first impressions of the car, really happy. I've got a 15 hour drive ahead of me. Well, about 13 and a half, 14 hour drive. So I'm about to get on the road. I'm gonna keep it low. Like I said, the rod bearings have not been done. Engine oil level's good, no issues there, no signs of any issues. Clutch feels fine. I think it's original clutch, 80,000 miles. Rod bearings haven't been done, so just to be safe, it feels fine, but I'm just gonna keep RPMs low and just kind of not batter it on the way home, take it easy. But so far it feels good, so let's get on the road. right, guys, day 2, quick 6.5, 7 hours of sleep. Got the coffee. It's just before or just after 6 a.m. We're gonna head out and get back on the road. Let's see how she slept. All looks good. Car looks so good and it's not even clean yet. Man. All right. Let's go. All right, it's 41 degrees. Car's a little chilly. Let's make sure we see if she starts on the second day here. All right. It wouldn't be a road trip without a Buc-ee stop. So I will say something to note is that the fuel economy is terrible on this. And I probably need spark plugs. It's got some maintenance items and some updates to freshen it up, but compared to the G80, I think I'm maybe just hit 22.8 miles per gallon. And of course I didn't buy this car for fuel economy, of course, but it's just funny to note it's not made for road trips and it's not built for fuel economy. But funny to note, at the Buc-ee's, gotta do that for a fuel stop. So as you guys can see, this is a 2008 E92 M3 sparkling graphite metallic. From what I understand, this color was, I guess, released in 2008, and I don't think they continued the color any longer. I think in 09 they changed it to the space gray, or I forgot what it was, but so this may be somewhat of a rarer color. I do like it. For those of you that have seen my M340i videos, I had Dravit Gray, my 2020 340. Love that color. Not the same color, but similar type vibe as the Dravit Gray. So I love the color. So quick specs on the car. 6 manual transmission. It's got carbon roof, which is in great condition. It's got 80,000 miles on it. Throttle actuators were done within the past 7,000 miles from the previous owner. Rod bearings have not been done, but I've already got that lined up to get accomplished. Other than that, the car is functionally sound. There's no issues, no check engine light. Everything works. I mean, listen, I drove 1,000 miles with this car over 2 days and everything works. So I'll take you guys back inside. Those of you that know this generation know that that's a flex. If you get an E9X series and this works, that's a little bit of a flex. Okay, it's a little, but whatever. So 6 manual trans, 3 pedal edition. I wanted that for this car. I know the S65 rear wheel drive paired with the manual is very, very appealing. I know the DCT is obviously a well-made car and well-made system, but I wanted the manual. It's a double hump. A lot of people don't like that. It doesn't bother me. Obviously the tech is older, but listen, I've got a G80, I've got an X5. I didn't buy this for luxury electronics. I know that it's 08 technology and it's not that good, but that didn't bother me to have that there. It doesn't lower the value or lower the cool factor of this car to me whatsoever. The other thing to note is that this car is mechanically stock, which I wanted. Those of you that have bought used cars or are looking to buy this type of car or similar cars, if a car is fully decked out and fully built, it doesn't mean that it's bad condition. Just like if you find a bone stock car, doesn't mean that it's impeccable and it wasn't driven hard. That's not what I'm saying. It's just sometimes there's writing on the wall that someone's tracked it pretty hard, or it's been just kind of used and abused and put away. Just more often than not, that tends to be the case. This one was owned by an older gentleman. It's only had a few owners. All the owners were multiple years. And then I think the second gentleman had it for 8 years and sold it for a Porsche, traded it in for a Porsche in Ohio or something. But if you average it out, 16-year-old car with 80,000 miles, that's about 5,000 miles a year. That's pretty low. And listen, not driving a car is not always the best either, but this was garage kept. Paint shows the dash, there's no cracking on the dash. The dash looks fantastic. No cracking, no peeling. The headliner isn't coming down, which is impressive anywhere. I mean, it's not even showing signs of it coming down, so no signs of heat. Yeah, it wasn't driven in the snow and ice from what I understand, so overall it's in good condition. Even the seats, the leather seats, I mean, the bolsters are always gonna have a little bit of signs of wear, standard cracking from real leather, but there's no rips. Even the gear shifter, like, it's got a little bit of fading from people touching it and grabbing it and shifting it for 15 years, but there's no clunky, loose linkage feeling. I mean, all the leather feels nice. There's no cracks, breaks, heated seat functions work. It's got the stock stereo system, which I like. Someone did put a carbon fiber overlay on the steering wheel, which I may or may not leave. It does look nice, but we'll see how I go with the steering wheel. I'll probably aftermarket that as well. But like I was saying, exhaust mechanically stock, never been touched. Intake, never been touched. Previous owner did put a stud conversion kit with 15mm spacers. So if you notice the stance looks a little bit different, which I was gonna do. I do stud conversions on all my cars, so that just saved me the time. The spacers I'll probably either switch, change out, because I'll go with different wheels and tires for this car. It's rocking Michelin Super Sports right now, not the PS4S. I think this is the predecessor to that, so the Michelin Super Sports. And they're in good condition. They've only got like 13,000 miles on the tires, but like age-wise, I think they're probably 4 years old, maybe 5 years old. So they're just showing signs of cracking a little bit. So, but when I get new wheels, I'll slap new tires on there. But other than that, mechanically stock, sound car. Exterior has a few scratches. I'll show you guys the exterior. So we're on the passenger side, right behind the door, and there's a door ding that someone did who knows how long ago. I don't know if you guys can even see that, but it's hardly noticeable. It may or may not be able to be buffed out, but that's the only ding on the car. And then I just noticed on the right rear, there's a little bit of a scrape right here, and that may, a fingernail is catching it, so that may or may not be able to be buffed out. But the point is, doesn't matter, don't care, because the quality of this paint overall, I was expecting it to be way worse. There's no rust, there's no chips, there's no paint fading, there's no clear coat cracking. Now you're seeing a ton of bugs from a 1,000-mile road trip, but once the bugs come off, it's gonna be really, really good condition. And not as many swirl marks as I thought. I know you guys probably can't see it with my lens filter, but you know, as you know, all my cars never see any automatic car washes. They're all ceramic coated, hand washed, 2-bucket method. This one's 16 years old. I can't confirm that it never saw a car wash, but I don't see any swirl marks. Like, it looks really, really good. I mean, there are some, don't get me wrong, but the carbon is not cracking, not yellowing, and just really, really impressive. Overall happy with the car. Stock exhaust, like I said, never been touched. A lot of the rubber and plastic trim isn't even cracking or peeling, which is really good. It's even rocking the original door sill trim, which doesn't have any scratches or swirl marks or anything on that, which is wild. Let's look at the original M3 floor mats, which I can probably clean up, maybe replace those. Someone did throw on some Turner Motorsport pedal covers, so I'll probably keep those. That's nice. I did notice that the seatbelt assist, it does work on both sides, but the little catch isn't catching the seatbelt. If you're not familiar, these models have a seatbelt assistant because it's a coupe. So, you know, the door's bigger and people got to get in the back and whatever. So the point is these cars have a seatbelt assistant. So a little mechanical arm, electric arm kind of shoots out and carries a seatbelt closer to you. So it works, it's just not carrying the seatbelt. So that'll be a fun project. So if we go under the hood, so besides general dust and debris, everything is in good condition. Like I said, no aftermarket, nothing's been replaced or upgraded, which is great because I want to do it how I want to do it. It's my build, and I like that. That it's, you know, almost like a new car that I got that I can build up the way I want it. I don't have to replace or take anything apart. So that part I do like. I do see a little bit of signs of leaking on the valve covers, which I'm going to have those replaced anyways. get a new oil cap for this. I did also note, and I think I just told you guys as well, that the rod bearings have not been done and they will be done shortly. Valve cover, bank 1 and 2 timing cover gaskets are going to be replaced. And of course with the rod bearings, you replace the oil pan gasket, new oil, new filter, so that'll be taken care of. And now I believe the pinion seal in the rear diff is leaking slightly, but either way, I just don't know the full condition of when that was changed. I think it's OEM. So around 80,000 miles, it's a good time to do that anyways. So I'm gonna have the fluid replaced, new pinion seal. That's gonna be the first maintenance items I get done. Transmission and clutch, I will touch on, but not now. Those are fine. And then after I get that done, probably a month from now, 2 months from now, next up will be belts, hoses, new coolant, to get all that taken care of, fresh spark plugs, all that'll be taken care of as well. And because for me, it's always maintenance over mods, right? Or at least maintenance first. The G80 was different, it's brand new, so I went right into mods. But with this car, it needs to be refreshed. Not restored, just refreshed. So fresh fluids, belts, hoses, any fluid, any rubber, any plastic, it's gonna get new. This car is gonna be a long-term keeper of mine. It's gonna be an awesome build. Once that's done, we'll jump into exhaust intake, let this engine open up. I'm really, really excited to do that because it's very quiet right now. But like I said, I'm not gonna spend the money on that until the car is refreshed and feeling its best, so that stuff won't hinder it. And I'm not running the RPMs up and putting the car through its paces before I get it refreshed and fresh oil. So that's the current situation of the car, the current status of this new E92 to the garage. A lot more content to come, guys. There's gonna be a lot of content, full build. I'm gonna walk you guys through all the refreshments, the maintenance, the steps that I take to get it done, any issues I come into this car. I know people have already asked me, people that know that I've already gotten this car, they've asked me what I think about it, what should be done. And I've never owned one of these, but I have experience with this generation and experience with cars in general. So I'm gonna try to do my best to document everything that I do, because I think these cars are gonna maintain value, if not increase in value as time goes on. Just rear wheel drive, manual V8s are hard to find anyways, that are, especially from BMW, and especially M3, it's the only one they ever made. So I think this car is a gem, and I'm very, very fortunate to have a starting platform that's in this good of condition. I don't know if you guys have looked for E92s or E90s recently, anywhere online. Paint's messed up, 150,000+ miles. Sure, you could find one for 50,000 miles, but you're gonna pay a lot of money for it to have very low mileage. I got a good deal on this one. It worked out really, really nicely. So a lot more content to come, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see more content on the E92 and of course the G80, subscribe, because a lot more is on the way. So thanks again, guys. Catch you soon. See ya.
Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw.